Welcome to all of you in my YouTube channel Physics Cafe by Manjeet Kaur. In today's video, we will study about Lagrange's equation of motion. In lecture 2nd, we already discussed the D'Alembert principle. So in this video, we use that principle to transform the Lagrange's equation of motion. So we now transform the D'Alembert principle into that expression which involve virtual displacement of the generalized coordinates. So what are generalized coordinates? Those coordinates which are independent of each other. That means which are free from constraints. So we can write we transform the D'Alembert's principle into an expression involving virtual displacement of the generalized coordinates. What are generalized coordinates? Which are independent of each other. Which are independent of each other. You can also write which are free from any constraint. So that the coefficient of delta qi, which is generalized coordinates, can be set equal to 0. So what we say? We transform the D'Alembert's principle into that expression which involve virtual displacement of the generalized coordinate. What are generalized coordinates? Which are independent of each other, which are free from any constraint, so that the generalized coordinates can be equals to 0. Now, using transformation equation, which is R1 is equals to R1 Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn. Similarly, for R2, Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn. So this is our equation number 1. Now we have to write the virtual displacement. The arbitrary virtual displacement, which is delta Ri, can be connected to the virtual displacement, which is delta Q naught. So now we have to write arbitrary virtual displacement, which is delta Ri, and this is virtual displacement, this which is delta Q naught. So we can write delta Ri, which is equals to summation G equals to 1 to n curl Ri upon curl Qj delta Qj, which is our equation number 2. Delta Ri we can also write like that. Delta Ri is equals to curl Ri upon curl Qi delta Qi plus curl Ri upon curl Q2 delta Q2 plus curl R3 upon curl Ri curl Q3 delta Q3 and so on. So this whole is equals to this one. Now we use D'Alembert principles equation, which is from D'Alembert's principle we can write summation J equals to 1 to n Fi A, which is applied force, delta Ri minus Pi dot delta Ri bracket close is equals to 0. That means this is our applied force and this is our momentum, change in momentum. So this is our equation number 3. Now we have to find the value of this one and then this one. So first we find the value of applied force. So we can write in terms of the generalized coordinates the virtual work of the force, which is Fi, becomes, we can write summation I Fi dot delta Ri is equals to summation I Fi. We can put the value of delta Ri, which is this one, equation number 2. So by using equation number 2, here we can put the value of delta Ri from here. So we write as Fi summation J equals to 1 to n curl Ri upon curl Qj delta Qj. So by using equation 2, we can write this equation. Now we can write summation I, and this is our summation J Fi dot curl Ri upon curl Qj delta Qj. From here we taken out summation Ij from this equation. Now this whole equation is equals to Qj. So we can write summation J Q, which is generalized force of the component of work. So you can write Qj delta Qj. This whole equation is equals to Qj with summation. So in place of this we can write Qj and then delta Qj, which is our equation number 4. Qj is the component of generalized force. Now where Qj is equals to summation Fi dot I curl Ri upon curl Qj is the component of the generalized force. Now we can write for conservative system, for conservative system our force is equals to minus gradient of V, because V is potential energy of the system. So we can write now F, which is equals to minus curl V upon curl Ri. We can write this equation like this. Now Qj is equals to, in place of Fi we can write this one. So summation minus curl V upon curl Ri, then curl Ri upon curl Qj. Now we can cancel curl Ri and curl Ri from here. Then we get minus summation curl V upon curl Qj. So curl I. So Qj, which is generalized component of the generalized force, is equals to minus summation I curl V upon curl Qj, which is our equation number 5. Now we have to find the value of momentum, which is from our equation number 2. This is our equation number 3. We get the value of Fi A dot delta Ri. Now we have to find the value of change in momentum. So let's start. By using equation 3, we have to find the value of Pi dot delta Ri. Summation Ij equals to 1 to n. Now for this, here again we put the value of delta Ri by using equation number 2. From here we can put the value of delta Ri, which is summation j equals to 1 to n curl Ri upon curl Qj into delta Qj. So from here we put the value of delta Ri. Then this equation becomes summation I equals to 1 to n pi dot delta Ri is equals to summation ij mi Ri dot curl Ri upon curl Qj into delta Qj. This is the value of change in momentum, which is pi dot, which is equals to mi Ri double dot, and this whole is the value of curl Ri. Delta Ri, this whole is the value of delta Ri, which is equals to curl Ri upon curl Qj into delta Qj. Now we have to find the value of all this equation. For this, we have to apply the UV formula, that means chain rule. On this equation, we can apply the chain rule. So here we can write d upon dt bracket summation ij mi Ri dot curl Ri upon curl Qj is equals to, on this equation we apply the UV formula to get this equation. So on this equation we can apply UV formula. So we can take out summation from this bracket. Then we can write d upon dt mi Ri dot curl Ri upon curl Qj. So here we can write summation ij bracket d upon dt mi Ri dot curl Ri curl Qj, then plus mi Ri dot d upon dt curl Ri curl Qj. That means differentiation of first function, which is u, then v asterisk, plus differentiation of second function, first function is asterisk. So we can write summation ij d upon dt mi Ri dot is equals to, mi is our constant, so we can take out mi Ri dot will become Ri double dot, then curl Ri upon curl Qj asterisk plus mi Ri dot. Then differentiation of this function we can write is as d upon dt curl Ri upon curl Qj. Now this whole equation is equal to this one. So here we can write d upon dt summation ij mi Ri dot curl Ri upon curl Qi is equals to this one, summation ij mi Ri double dot curl Ri upon curl Qj plus mi Ri dot d upon dt curl Ri upon curl Qi bracket close. So that means whole this equation is equals to this one. We have to find the value of this one. This is here, so we can minus this equation from that. We write this equation as this d upon dt summation ij mi ri dot curl ri upon curl qi bracket close. This equation is right side of the equals to, so when it get in left side its sign changes, then it will become negative mi ri dot d upon dt curl ri upon curl qj bracket close is equals to summation ij mi ri double dot curl ri upon curl qj. That means all this equation is equals to this one. Now we have to put the value of this equation. That means here we can write this equation in terms of this. So this equation will become we can write d upon dt. So from by using this equation we can write summation d upon dt summation ij mi ri curl ri upon curl qj is equals to is minus mi ri dot d upon dt curl ri upon curl qj is equals to summation ij mi ri double dot curl ri upon curl qj. Now we have to put this value in place of this equation. So we can write this is our equation number 6. Now as we know we have transformation equation, which is by using transformation equation we have ri is equals to ri q1 q2 q3 and so on q1. Then we can write velocity v1 is equals to r1 dot. We can write r1 dot which is equals to velocity, which is equals to curl ri upon curl qj and here curl q1 upon curl qt. Then similarly v1 we can write summation j curl ri upon curl qj. This is, then this will become q dot j. That means we can write curl q1 upon curl t is equals to q dot j in terms of classical mechanics. And curl vi upon curl q dot j is equals to summation j curl ri upon curl q dot j. Then curl vi is equals to curl q dot j is equals to curl ri upon curl qj. So in turn we can write curl ri upon, in place of curl ri upon curl qj we can write curl vi upon curl qj. So our equation will become d upon dt curl Ri upon curl Qj, which is our equation, is equals to d upon dt curl Ri dot upon, which is our d upon dt curl Ri dot. We can write this equation like this. We can write curl Ri upon curl Qi, which is equals to curl Ri dot, which is equals to, not here to write curl, which is equals to curl upon curl j Ri upon curl t. So which is equals to curl Vi upon curl Qj. That means Vi is equals to this equation. First we take Vi, which is equals, first we take transformation equation, then Ri, which is equals to this one. Vi is equals to, we can write V velocity, which is equals to change in displacement, which is equals to, we can also write Ri dot is equals to curl Ri upon curl Qi dot curl Q upon curl T. So in terms of summation, we can take summation, and curl Q upon curl T, we can also write it as Q dot J in terms of classical mechanics. Similarly, curl V upon curl Qj is equals to summation curl Ri upon curl Qj. So curl V upon curl Qj is equals to curl R upon curl Qj. So when here we put the value d upon dt curl Ri upon curl Qj is equals to, we can write curl Ri upon curl Qj only Ri dot. So we here write same. Now curl upon curl Qj Ri upon curl T is equals to curl Vi upon curl Qj. Net velocity is equals to all this equation. Now put all these values in equation 6th. So summation Pi dot delta Ri is equals to summation Ij d upon dt Mi Vi curl Vi upon curl Q dot j minus Mi Vi curl Vi upon curl Qj, bracket close, delta Qj, which is our equation number 7th, which is our equation number 7th. But we write from here by using that, we can write this equation here. By using all this, we can write this equation as this. Here we have Mi Ri dot, which is equals to Vi curl Ri upon curl Qj, which is Vi, then minus Mi Ri dot, which is equals to Vi, then d upon dt curl Ri upon curl Qj, which is equals to again Vi curl asterisk d upon dt Ri, which is equals to Vi, then delta Qj asterisk. So now we can write summation I Pi dot delta Ri, because we have to find the kinetic energy. So we can write summation I d upon dt curl upon curl Q dot j half Mi Vi square minus curl upon curl Qj half Mi Vi square. Here again we close bracket, and there delta Qj. This is our kinetic energies equation, half mv square, and this is also half mv square, which is our kinetic energy. This is our equation number 8. Now we are using equation our now we have this equation which is applied force, and this is our change in momentum. So we put the value of Fi A dot delta Ri and Pi dot delta Ri in this equation. You can write now put the values of Fi A dot delta Ri and Pi dot delta Ri in equation 3rd. We get here we have to put the values of Fi A, which is applied force, and Pi, which is change in momentum. So we get summation I d upon dt curl this all is equals to t. So we can write curl t upon curl q dot j bracket close minus curl upon curl qj, and this whole will become T, which is our kinetic energy. So we can write in place of this, we can write T minus Qj, which is our applied force, and then bracket close delta Qj is equals to 0. Here delta Qj is the independent coordinates. Here delta Qj is the independent coordinate. But we had it, we find the value of applied force and then the value of change in momentum and put in the D'Alembert principles equation. Now we can write d upon dt curl t upon curl q dot j minus curl t upon curl qj minus qj is equals to 0. Qj is the generalized component of generalized force. So we can write d upon dt curl t upon curl q dot j minus curl t upon curl qj. Qj's value is, we find curl j, which is equals to curl v upon curl qj. So using equation 5, by using equation 5, put the value of qj. So you can write minus qj, which is minus minus plus curl v upon curl qj, then it is equals to 0. Then whole equation will come equals to 0. Now because potential energy is a position function. So here we can also write which is equals to 0. So if we take potential energy, which is our position function, it's not matter because its value is already 0. It didn't affect our relation. So we can write d upon dt curl t minus v upon curl q dot j minus curl t curl q dot j plus curl v upon curl q j is equals to 0. Here curl q j and curl q j are common. So we can write d upon dt curl t minus v upon curl q dot j minus curl upon curl q j t minus v is equals to 0. Now we have to define the function. Now define a function in terms of Lagrangians. So L, which is equals to t minus v. So we can write d upon dt L, which is equals to t minus v. So where t minus v, we can write L. So d upon d curl L upon curl q dot j minus curl L upon curl q j is equals to 0. So this is the equation of Lagrangian's equation of motion. So this is the equation of Lagrangian's equation of motion. First, once again we can revise. First, we take Lagrange's equation of motion, in which we use D'Alembert principle, in which involve virtual displacement of generalized coordinates, so that it behave like a independent coordinate, because independent coordinates are free from constraint. So because it behave like a independent coordinates, because it's generalized coordinates, so it is equals to 0. Then we use transformation equation, which is R1. Now we take delta RA, which is our virtual displacement's value, which is this. Now by using D'Alembert's principle, we have a relation. We have to find the value of applied force, then we have to find the value of change in momentum. First we find the value of applied force, Fi dot delta Ri, by using equation second. We put the value of, by using equation second, we put the value of delta Ri. Then we get this equation. Then we get Qj, which is our component of generalized force. Then, because for conservative system, force is equals to minus of gradient V. The gradient V is which is already equals to minus curl V upon curl Ri. That means we can write gradient V is equals to curl V upon curl Ri. Then we put the value of curl V upon curl Ri here. In place of Fi, we put the value of curl V upon curl Ri. So we get Qj is equals to summation I curl V upon curl Ri into curl Ri upon curl Qj. Here curl Ri upon curl Ri cancel. Then we get Qj, which is equal to summation I curl V upon curl Qj, which is our equation number 5. Then by using equation third, which is our change in momentum's equation. Now we have to find the value of this equation. For this, again we put the value of curl delta Ri. then we get this. Then in place of this equation we take another one, then we apply UV formula on this equation, then we get this one, then this whole equation is equals to this one, which is our UV formula. Applying that equation, then we get d upon dt, then we can minus from this equation, from this d upon dt summation ij mi ri dot curl ri upon curl qj minus mi ri d upon dt curl ri upon curl qj is equals to this one whole equation. So in place of this equation we can write this complete equation. Then we get this equation. Again, by using transformation equation we can write change in displacement, which is equals to velocity. Then we put the value of all in equation number 6. Then pi dot delta ri is equals to this one, d upon dt mi vi into curl vi upon curl q dot j minus mi vi curl vi upon curl qj into delta qj. Then we have to find the value of kinetic energy, so we get this equation. Now by using equation 8th, now put the value of fi dot delta ri and pi dot delta ri in equation number 3rd. Then we get summation I d upon dt curl ti upon curl q dot j minus curl t upon curl q dot j minus qj into delta qj equals to 0. All this equation is the value of this equation, and all this equation is the value of this one. So here we get qj into delta qj. Then here we can write d upon dt curl t upon curl q dot j minus curl t upon curl qj minus qj is equals to 0. Now by using equation again 5, which is equals to qj is equals to curl v upon curl qj, then we can write d upon dt curl t minus v, which is our position function, upon curl q dot j minus curl t upon curl qj plus curl v upon curl qj. Again from here we can take common curl qj. This is now define a function L which is equals to t minus v. So in place of t minus v we put L. We can write L. So d upon dt curl L upon curl q dot j minus curl L upon curl qj is equals to 0. So this is the equation of Lagrange's equation of motion.